Hello there and good morning, two-stroke turbo fans. Welcome back to the shop. This is my shop dog, Stella. She's all excited. She's got the zoomies this morning. She's a 9-year-old Brittany Spaniel, and you would never know it. You'd think she's a puppy. I call her puppy all the time. That's a good puppy. What are we working on today? You guys may think that this is a Subaru Domingo. It is not a Domingo. It's a Libero. You know the difference? Let me show you. There's a few major differences. One is, this came from Central America, has all the stickers, and it's left-hand drive. It is not a K car. It is a 1200cc 3-cylinder Subaru. I think it's a 93 Libero, and the engine is in the back. So we have an idle issue. We are going to adjust the bumper. How do we do that? There's a catch here. Stick your fingers in the hot. Ooh, that's hot. Okay, well, I'm gonna wait for the catalytic converter to cool off a little bit before I shove my fingers in there. The bumper folds down and the top folds up, so you have access to the engine. I'll show you in a little bit. Okay, so welcome back to the Subaru Libero channel. It is not a Domingo. We're doing some work on the lights here. We got that turn signal fixed. And we got all the covers off of our 4-wheel drive Libero. This is a 1.3 liter stuffed in the back of this. See, our lights are blinking. Safety first. And we have a side draft carburetor here. The idle circuit is plugged. I'm looking right at the idle screw, the idle mixture screw. Let me put the light on. The idle mixture screw is right there where my thumb is, and then this is the idle cutoff solenoid. It's probably one or two of those. This thing does not idle worth a hoot. Supposedly it's had a bunch of work. Timing belt, water pump, belts, all kinds of service. We will see. That thing is packed in there. This is not the Clover. This is the predecessor to that. But very similar. Let me turn this light back off again. That help? Yeah. So the exhaust comes out of the engine, out of the head of there, bends around, goes into a catalytic converter, and then in and out of this cute little muffler. They packed it in there, but that means that the back of this car gets really hot. Okay, so we got our Subaru Libero idling fantastic once we cleaned out the idle jets. Let's take an undercarriage inspection of this vehicle. I think the customer would like that. We've got some pretty good bars here to keep rocks and things from damaging the sway bar. Let me turn this light off. There we go. And the suspension components. It's 4-wheel drive. I didn't mention that. Here's your front diff, a little dirty. I'm sure this thing has been used all over the, what is it, Central American roads. Oh, this is fun. There's a spark plug shoved in some type of piece of emission equipment. Not sure what that's about. We got a drive line here. I'm checking U-joints. E-brake cables. Really interesting air filter arrangement. So it's got an air filter on the engine. It comes through this tube, through this silencer here, and then back up the top somehow. What a long road. So we got the idle fixed. Idle's great, but there's something else going on. It won't rev up. It's not getting full power. It's got a soft limiter at about 3,500 RPM. Let's see if we can fix that. I did check the exhaust to see if it was plugged, and I did check the intake to see if it's plugged. I think it's timing related. I'm going to change the oil here real quick. The oil is not good. It's very dirty, and then we're going to rev it up, and I'm going to put my timing light on it. The distributor cap is rotated all the way one direction, so I suspect somebody's been in here. I thought maybe the catalytic converter was plugged up, but it is not. So, okay, we got some work to do. Let's keep going. These tires are fantastic. Look how knobby these things are. This thing can probably go anywhere. This does have front disc brakes. You can see the discs in there. Cute, cute Subaru Libero. I mean, what more could you ask for in a little van? That's pretty awesome. Okay, so we're working on our favorite van of the day. This is a Subaru Libero. Say that right. It has a 1.2 liter 3-cylinder engine. It is not a K car. And what are we doing? We're looking at the, let me turn the light on here. Oh, light was on. We figured it out. The engine will not rev past 3,500. I undid uncorked the air filter and then uncorked the exhaust. I pulled this plug out of the exhaust to allow the exhaust to run free. Didn't make a difference. So then I was like, well, something's up with the timing. Sure enough, we got no advance. So our pulley here reads about 2 degrees BDTC, and no matter how high you rev it, it does not go above that. So the advance weights are seized in the distributor, and also the vacuum advance canister to the distributor has a leak in it. So this engine is supposed to make 73 horsepower. 73, that's a lot for this little van. It's probably only making 20, maybe 30. I don't know, maybe not. He said he drove it on the highway. But what's happening is all the fuel is getting pumped into the exhaust, and it's burning up because there's not enough advance, it's melting the mud flaps, it's melted the pipes, and it's probably going to melt the core of the catalytic converter, as well as the bumper gets super hot, the back of the van gets super hot. Now I know why. That totally makes sense. So we're going to pull this distributor out. It's a sideways distributor. It's right there. See if I can free up the mechanical advance and see if I can find a vacuum advance cam that looks like that. I don't know. We'll see. But that's what this guy needs. These parts are unobtainable. Another day working with unobtainable parts on cars that are very unique. It's all right. Thanks for watching. Okay, so we got our Subaru Libero ignition distributor on the bench, and you'll notice this is the vacuum dash pot off of the old distributor. The nipple points up and it pulls in a clockwise rotation. I stole this vacuum dash pot off of a 3FE Toyota distributor that I had laying around, and it's brand new, and I flipped it around, and if you see, I'll show you here, it's holding 15 inches of vacuum, and watch what happens when I release it. That's going to move. See that? That's what we needed. That's what we needed to fix this Subaru Libero. I just happened to cobble this together. There is no mechanical advance in this distributor. It's just a straight shaft. It can only go in one way. So I think that's going to work. I am going to do one other thing. I'm going to trim this tab so I can get more advance. Put a washer on there. All right, thanks for hanging in there. I thought I'd extend this video a little bit. That's my shop dog Stella making her way past the fan. I'm going to unplug that so you can hear me. We are working hard on our Libero. Stella, you are so funny. You're just going to lay there. So this is a 1993 Subaru Libero, not a Domingo. Again, there's a difference. This has a 1.2 liter, and I think we got it figured out. So I showed you on the bench. Better show you here. I found this vacuum diaphragm off of a 3FE 6-cylinder Land Cruiser, and I flipped it upside down. So the port, instead of coming out this way like it does, it would come up normally. I have the old one over there, but it's defective, trust me. So this is a brand new shiny part. The distributor is locked. It does not have any advance. I thought there was something wrong with it. It's actually locked in there. So what I did was I adjusted, if you look right, I don't know if you can see that, where the bolt is right. I don't know if that's going to show or not. I slotted that so that I could rotate the distributor just a little bit more to get a couple more degrees of timing. So now we have a base of 15 degrees, and this hose right here is a ported vacuum hose that goes to right here to our distributor vacuum advance. And so off idle, when you wing the throttle, vacuum's applied, and it will bring the advance up to, depends, at light throttle 35 degrees, heavy throttle like 30. So I'm super psyched with that. This transformed the way this engine runs. It was only getting 2 degrees total timing. It was melting the bumper, melting the catalytic converter, melted the mud flaps, and nobody can figure it out. Somebody's been in here before. So let's start it up. Let's do some proof in the pudding. I'm gonna start it up. Make sure it idles down good. Idles perfectly. And the best part is, keep it to take throttle. Oh yeah, that's the way it should run. That's fantastic. I'll turn this off. It's a little loud with all the covers off. So it goes into a high idle when it's first started for a minute or two, and then it will bump down. It's fantastic. The customer's going to love this thing. Instead of having 20 horsepower, he's now got potentially 73. That's what they came with from the factory. So I hope that's the case. We're going to drive it and find out. But this is going to end this video. It's been a lot of work, a lot of figuring out. I tried to see if the intake was plugged, if the exhaust was plugged. It wasn't any of that. It just wasn't getting enough timing. And somebody, I think, has put a different distributor in here because the firing order is wonky. It works, but it's not correct. I got it correct, but I had to swap the distributor to make it right. So another car fixed. We're going to drive this thing around after we check some oils and things and make sure it's good. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next video. Hopefully we have another happy customer.